New York, it's a name that conjures up images of towering skyscrapers, bustling streets and bright lights, but there's so much more to this state than just the Big Apple. It's a place of contrasts, where urban jungles meet pristine wilderness, where history and modernity dance a constant tango. It's a melting pot of cultures, flavors and experiences, and it's waiting for you to explore. New York is in the Northeastern United States. It's bordered by New Jersey and Pennsylvania to the south, Connecticut, Massachusetts and Vermont to the east. And it shares an international border with Canada to the north. The state capital is Albany, but everyone knows the real heart of New York beats in New York City. Buffalo, the second largest city, sits on the shores of Lake Erie. It's famous for its chicken wings and resilient spirit. Rochester, once the world's imaging capital, is reinventing itself as a hub for optics and photonics. Syracuse, smack in the middle of the state, is known for its universities and snowy winters. And let's not forget Niagara Falls, a natural wonder that draws millions of visitors each year. New York is a state that keeps surprising you no matter how many times you visit. Now, let's talk about the land itself. New York's geography is like a beautiful, complex tapestry. It's woven from mountains and valleys, lakes and rivers, forests and fields. Each thread adds to the rich texture of the state, and each offers its own adventures for those willing to seek them out. The Adirondacks in the Northeast are a wilderness playground. They're home to the highest peaks in the state, including Mount Marcy. Hikers, campers and nature lovers flock here year-round. In the Southeast, you've got the Catskills. These mountains are gentler, rounder. They're famous for their Borscht Belt resorts, where comedians like Jerry Seinfeld got their start. Today, they're a haven for artists, musicians, and anyone looking to escape the city grind. The Hudson River Valley stretches from Albany down to New York City. It's a place of rolling hills, historic towns, and apple orchards. The Hudson River itself is a lifeline, carrying commerce and tourists alike. Long Island stretches out into the Atlantic, with its famous beaches and affluent Hamptons. From the sandy shores of Fire Island to the rocky cliffs of the Thousand Islands, New York's waterfront is as diverse as its people. Now, let's dive into the heart of it all, New York City. This concrete jungle is a world unto itself. It's a place where dreams are made and broken daily, where the streets pulse with an energy that's almost tangible. It's loud, it's crowded, it's chaotic, and it's absolutely magnificent. NYC is divided into 5 boroughs, each with its own character. Manhattan is the one you see in the movies. It's home to Central Park, Times Square and Wall Street. The iconic skyline with the Empire State Building and One World Trade Center is here. Brooklyn across the East River is where hipsters and artists mingle with longtime residents. It's got great pizza, better views of Manhattan, and the famous Brooklyn Bridge. Queens is the most diverse urban area in the world. You can eat your way around the globe without leaving the borough. The Bronx? That's where you'll find Yankee Stadium and the real Little Italy. And Staten Island, often overlooked, offers a more suburban feel and great views of the Statue of Liberty. Each borough is a city in itself, with its own neighborhoods, its own vibe, its own loyalties. To understand New York, you need to know its history, and what a history it is. Long before the skyscrapers and subway lines, this land was home to Native American tribes. The Iroquois Confederacy, a powerful alliance of 6 nations, ruled much of what is now New York State. Their influence can still be seen today, from place names to political structures. Then came the Europeans. The Dutch were first, establishing New Amsterdam in 1624. But it was the British who really left their mark, renaming the colony New York after the Duke of York. During the American Revolution, New York was a key battleground. The Battle of Saratoga, fought upstate, was a turning point in the war. In the 19th century, New York became a gateway to the New World. Ellis Island processed millions of immigrants, many of whom stayed in the city. The Erie Canal, completed in 1825, connected the Great Lakes to the Atlantic. It turned New York City into America's busiest port and financial capital. The 20th century brought new challenges and triumphs.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed learning about the vibrant and diverse city, from its iconic landmarks and delicious food to practical tips for transportation and accommodation. If you found this guide helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more travel tips and city guides. See you in the next video.